Hey YouTube, welcome to another celebrity birthday video, and this video is kind of a video in my new apartment. Yes, I finally moved out, and that's why I've been silent for a long time lately. I was originally going to do a video for Kate Higgins, but of course, for some reason, I was still a little tired despite the fact I've been living here for 2 months. Plus, I've been a little lazy, so I decided, yeah, maybe it's not time. But I'll do that next year. But I decided to also make a video of this. And this one is related to Splatoon, since we found out who would voice Shiver Fry, but not Big Man, of course. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this one because it's one of the characters that I actually really enjoy. So here we go. Today is August 22nd, 2023, which means it's the 44th birthday for Anna Sato. Yes, the Anna Sato, the girl who voices Shiver from Splatoon 3. And yeah, I do like her as a character. But yeah, I've heard a lot about Anna, including what kind of music she's into. And of course, I read that she is able to hold in a note. That's why Shiver is constantly holding notes in songs like Hide and Seek and the new version of the Calamar incantation during the final battle with Mr. Grizz. Spoilers. But yeah, she also collaborates with a Japanese singer named Amami Oshima Shimata, or Senshin. But yeah, it was hard to say it because, after all, I'm not good with Japanese. But I'm learning, and it's thanks to learning about Japanese celebrities, including actors and voice actors and singers. Shouldn't be that hard to learn sometimes. And just like Fry, someone actually edited a song by Anna Sato using the reverb effect often used with the Inkling dialogue. That, of course, octaling in this case, using it kind of like a reverb effect, but I sometimes refer to it as bubbly, because it almost sounds like the sound you would make when you're underwater and trying to make a noise, and it's kind of like sometimes my brother and I make fun of it, saying it's like a human underwater. But yeah, someone actually did a really good job on making it all bubbly. When I first saw this, I actually thought it was amazing. Then I heard it, and it was really good. It really sounded a lot like Shiver. It was a song called Icarus. It goes, that's how it goes. And of course it was really good. In fact, I gotta say, she really does sound like Shiver once you compare her voice with Shiver. Especially when you hear her singing in the song Anarchy Rainbow, which has to be one of my favorites by Deep Cut. One interesting thing I've actually learned is that she's the eldest now of the whole cast of the Splatoon series. The second oldest, of course, being Mari Kukuma, who voices Marie. So it's quite interesting. In fact, it's really interesting that Nintendo hired a voice actress where she would hold a note. It's basically shout singing in Japan. There's a lot of types of singing around the world, and this is one of the most common in Japan. Alongside J-pop, of course, and jazz. There's a lot of types of Japanese jazz. And of course, that's what Laura Yokozawa was like, or is, I mean, which of course is really nice. I've heard some of her music as well, like I meant, especially like I mentioned in her video, Invitations. And once I heard about Anna Sato, I looked her up, and I even heard her both with her normal voice and of course from that behind the scenes video as shown here. Which of course is that behind the scenes video Nintendo made where it showed who voiced Shiver and Fry. Not Big Man though, of course. Probably because Nintendo didn't want to reveal that. It was probably some strange sounds they used, or that Yuki Tsuji, as one person had theorized. Yuki Tsuji being the sound director of the Splatoon series, as well as the voice of the Inklings, both male and female. Now, I already know about the Splatfest that's going to be happening next month, that of course being Shiver versus Fry versus Big Man. It's not going to be the last Splatfest. It's going to be it's actually to celebrate the Splatoon 3's upcoming 1-year anniversary. So, of course, it's not to celebrate the final Splatfest, but to celebrate Splatoon 3's 1-year anniversary. But despite that, it was hard for me to choose which team I would use, since I like Shiver, especially since she's full of so much personality. Especially during the song Hide and Seek, which, hence the name, is a play on the children's game Hide and Seek. Sleek, of course, being a texture of anything metal, especially if it's anything like anything shiny. Especially if it's anything like metal. But it's really cool that it was using a pun on Hide and Seek. But yeah, I thought that it was a really good song. Especially how catchy it goes. Especially the chorus where it goes dun 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 dun. I haven't thought of a version where all the characters are describing what they did in the past in all their games in the Shiver arc, which I mentioned in Laura Yokozawa's video. And I decided to kind of do that because it was showing everyone all the bravery that they've went through in their lives. Just to kind of show evil Shiver what they are made of. Since, of course, a lot of people have done that just to show bravery in cartoons. And I decided, hey, why not try that myself? And that's what I'm doing. And, of course, it might take a while for me to come up with lyrics. But I have a feeling it's going to be good. I especially like the whole idea of Shiver having different names in different countries. Like in Portuguese, she's still known as Shiver. But in the Japanese version, she's known as Fuka, which means shark in Japanese. Plus, Fuka is actually an actual name in Japan. She's known as Megan in the Spanish version, a reference possibly to the Megalodon, which was an ancient shark that was gigantic, which a lot of people say also led to the creation of Master Mega, Shiver's pet shark, the one that she tamed ever since she was young, since she comes from a family of shark tamers. And the French version, that being Canadian French and France French, is Pascal. That being the female name Pascal, as well as the shark word squall, which is a really cool name for a shark. And in the German version, her name is Mako. Mako being the German shark, the Mako Hai, or Mako shark. I know it, because there was actually a reference to Mako in Splatoon 2 and 3, that being Mako Mart. And of course, Marina says that Mako is a type of shark, which is something I thought was pretty interesting. And I had a feeling Nintendo would probably make a reference to Mako in a character. And that's when I saw that it was like that for Shiver. And that's when I thought, yep, I knew it. I knew that would happen. I also like her intro in different versions, such as the Japanese version. It goes, Isai Gatsai Korerasu Sametsu Kai no Fuka, which means, I'll eat you up without leaving leftovers. I'm Shark Tamer Shiver. And it's really interesting. And the Dutch version is at the top of the food chain, Shiver, heroic and cunning. And the German version, and I add to the top of the food chain, call me Shiver. In fact, I gotta say, these are really good ways of introducing Shiver, especially during the story mode. That, of course, being the Return of the Mammalians. Probably one of my favorite stories, even in a video game. And I still like the idea of it, especially how the creator was once a place where humans resided many years ago, up until young scientists tried to build a rocket to go to the surface, and caused all the crystals to fall down that presented the sky. And it caused a lot of people to die. Others who actually survived died from natural causes like starvation. Which, of course, a lot of people say the sounds that are heard in Splatoon 2 and 1 could be based on. You know, those strange screams that are heard in the boss rooms. That could be a possible reason why there was sounds like that. It could be a lot of people dying. But of course, that's pretty much what I think too. A lot of people thought it was either Octolings dying, or the Octolings in the Octo expansion being completely destroyed by the blender at the end of the Octo expansion. Which is, I don't believe anymore after seeing the story of all the humans that died long ago. So yeah, it's something that I've learned my entire life. But I'm sure Nintendo would show even more if there's ever a Splatoon 4. After all, Nintendo is full of surprises. And yeah, that's all I can think of for my opinion on Splatoon 3. But other than that, I actually think I'm doing well. Especially since the game is doing really well, and with the drizzle season happening soon in the next season and big run. So yeah, Anna Sato, I hope you have a great birthday, and I hope you have a great day in general, and I hope you have fun whenever you keep up with playing Splatoon 3 or voicing Shiver. I'm also looking forward to the upcoming DLC. I already know that you can go to Inkopolis, but I'm also curious about Side Order. But I have a feeling Nintendo's going to be revealing that soon, especially with rumors that there might be another Nintendo Direct next month, or even next week. Doesn't matter. So yeah, happy birthday, Anna. And this is probably one of my favorite quotes from Shiver. This is from the English intro for Shiver in the story mode. You think you're cool? Sharks call me cold-blooded. But you can call me Shiver.